All right, welcome back to the Run.down post-game show over here on the Strickland YouTube channel and the Strickland Podcast Network. Knicks lose. Um, Let me check the final score right now. Knicks lose 117-111. The final score doesn't really tell the whole story of this game. Pretty funny game for most of it until you get to like the third quarter and the fourth quarter, which is like the story of most games these days. Um, yeah. I don't know like what you expect from us, what to expect to hear from us today, but same reason we lose almost every game these days. Coaching, whoopee.
I need Tom
Um
Thibodeau shot out of a fucking cannon immediately. I'm done with this shit. No, no more, no fucking more, dude. I'm sorry. I'm fucking. Taj Gibson played the entire fourth quarter in 2022. What are we doing here, man? What are we? It needs to end. It needs to end. It's over with. Thank you for last year. Enjoy your hardware. Get the fuck out of here, man.
yeah, I mean, the Knicks they kind of kept it pretty close within the first three quarters, and even then the game was still there was still some issues within the game. Like first, you have Grimes, Quickly, and Deuce, all great point of attack defenders.
Fun.
Somehow can't get any burn to defend Trey when he's hot. You gotta have Alec Burks out there and gotta have Evan Fournier out there because reasons. Um, what you call it? So that was one issue within itself. Another issue, Burks playing the whole third quarter, like that was just totally unnecessary and was a sign that the game was going to end a very very nasty way. We end the fourth quarter goes on. Taj Gibson still in the game. Obi had 4 fouls, but at that point it was just like, why not just bring him back in to close? I mean, Julius is out. Obi gives you some type of Obi gives you energy. He gives you energy. He's active on the defensive end. He's he's going to be like he's going to be better than Taj Gibson was in those last couple minutes. I guarantee that. I guarantee that. Yeah, Taj Gibson plays the final 15 minutes of the game tonight. Ends tragically with a getting his ankles cracked by Trey Young for the dagger. Um, and yeah, I mean that was history from there. Um, I don't know what else to say these days, man. This team is like just actively trying to lose. And like Dibs is just like
They're not even actively trying to lose. It's just Tibbs going, how could I fuck it up today? And he fucks it up, and he's like, but I thought we can get it to work. I,
and like for, and for what it was worth, the team looked really good early on with a lot of great ball movement, like 3-point shooting. RJ was dominating, Quickly was doing his thing. Like the team just looked like it was a fluid unit, and everyone was like, "Oh, the team's gonna get a win without Julius," and they looked pretty good out there, because compared to early on in the season when Julius missed a game, the team did not look like this. But as the season goes on, guys got better, and you expect this kind of thing to happen. And as RJ got better, you expected this team to not really be in the dark without him, as some fans probably thought they would be. But comes to the fourth quarter, and well, not even the fourth quarter, but like late third quarter and into the fourth quarter, the team just Dibs is just like, nah, I gotta team tank. Dibs is obviously team tank. Yeah, I mean,
I just, like, okay, the third quarter, they was pulling away. Taj Gibson came on. Like, the energy was nice. Like, Taj Gibson did his thing in the third quarter. I'm going to let him rock there. Alex Burks was coming through in the third quarter as well. But when you see the energy starting to shift and the momentum starting to shift, you shift as well. And Taj Gibson closing out the fourth quarter, where you could put like Grimes in there for defense, could have put Deuce in there, could have put RJ at the 4, just had RJ Mitch closing down the stretch. I don't get why Taj Gibson is closing games. Unless everybody else is hurt at the center position and he's your only center. That is the only scenario where Taj Gibson should be closing games. And even still, I'd have to think about it. I just do not understand the process, the logic, the reasoning. But guys got their stats tonight, so like let's talk about it. RJ dropped 30 again. It was a really, really rough night for RJ, but 13 rebounds, 30 points, 3 assists, 2 steals. 17 free throw attempts. He missed 6 of them, but 17 free throw attempts is incredible. Like the guy's getting the superstar whistle. I really think like he might be one of those like 7, 8 free throw attempts per game kind of guys. And like as soon as next year, honestly, like he can really get to like 7, 8, and 9 free throw attempts a game, and it doesn't feel like shocking anymore because he's just gonna rack up these free throws. It's Jimmy Butler-esque. Like it's really Butler-esque. I think Butler does it with like a lot more polish, but the way he's just able to like get to the line, like manipulate defenses. Yes, fuck tips indeed. Like the way he's able to manipulate defenses and get to the line is like really, really potent. He needs to hit his free throws. Like that's huge. Like he needs to hit his free throws, but once he's able to do that, then like I want to say he could be a 25, 26 PPG scorer if he's an average shooter and an average finisher. Like you can clearly see like the really lofty ceiling for RJ, which is encouraging. I thought Obi had a really strong game tonight. A lot of energy, a lot of hustle. Decent passing game as well. I feel like he just did a lot of the things you expect Obi to do. He played 23 minutes as a starter, so like Tibbs was like, nah, we gotta cap this. We can't do it.
Too much fun going on.
Yeah, but it's like 5 or 6 from 2-point range. He missed 1 3, but like otherwise 10, 7, 3, and a steal for like your third start of the game. Solid. Mitch had a really good game. Not by the numbers, but you know he had like 4 blocks, 3 steals, and like basically made Capella useless. Like Capella did not do anything. Capella had 2 points.
No lobs tonight.
And every time he tried to lob it, Mitch would just like get the steal, get the block, break up the play.
And that's kind of the vision a lot of Knicks fans had of if Mitch was going to be in that playoff series. That's why a lot of us felt like he would have been a real difference maker if he was in that series, especially the way he was looking last year, where he was actually more consistent on both ends, and he didn't have these lapses in moments where like he looked out of shape or like he looked tired like he does sometimes this year. But like the vision was last year in the playoffs that if Mitch was healthy, he would have interrupted a lot of that lob action that really did bother us in the playoffs last year, because like John Collins and what you call it, Clint Capella, they ate off those lobs last year in the playoffs.
Yeah. You absolutely saw the vision. Mitch like just feeds in Capella. Capella did nothing to really bother him. And yeah, like I think we saw 2 instances of him like using a drop step in the post. Like when he sealed off I think he sealed off one of the smaller guards on the floor. And even though it was like Herder or Bogey, they all look the same. But yeah, like he sealed off, and you saw him like power dribble, spin move into like a dunk, and then he saw it do it again for like a finger roll. He missed it, but he got free throws, and it's like the guy has talent, he has skill.
Just need someone to feed him the rock down there.
Like you need somebody who can like get him those touches, and you also need a coach who can like get him ways to get those touches. And it just feels like he has so much he can do, but we don't utilize him because, again, with Tibbs, once you're in a box, you're in a box.
Yep, that's it.
Again, like you saw RJ break out the box, but RJ broke out the box because we had to break him out the box. Like he was fully intended using RJ as like another spot-up guy for the rest of the year, like he did last year. And like last year was necessary because like RJ needed to learn how to like shoot off a standstill. Like that was necessary, but this year, like you had to let him do more.
Yeah, you just got to let him free.
And it took 3 months.
It took COVID. It took 3 months. It took a lot. It took miracles from the Lord itself for RJ to break out the box.
Oh my God.
So let's get to some comments, and we'll gradually go through our main points as we get through these comments, because I think they address a lot of what we were upset with. Zach here with this is a criminal for not bringing Obi back in after his 5th foul. Was it his 5th or his 4th?
5th.
It was his 5th. But still, even then, it's just like, yo, Taj is like...
If he fouls out, he fouls out. Cheers.
Exactly. It's like Taj is a senior citizen, and like Obi's 23. Like, just let him rock. Let him get these reps. Like, he's never going to get late game reps ever again, probably, if Julius is really out, which I do want to get to with my theory on this injury, what it really is. Um, uh, actually, let me address it now. I think the injury is fake. Like it's a phantom injury to like get him to sit for like whatever these last couple games are.
Yeah, I believe that. Like, yeah, I don't think it'll be the entire season. I think it'll be probably like 1 or 2 games, just like get his head right. I told him like, I tweeted, I'm like, this is probably the next game. Like, he should probably like just get a game to like reset his head. And you saw him like, just chilling, clapping, dapping up teammates, stuff like that. Like, just don't be wild. Just be normal. Get out of your own head. Like, we can debate Julius's fit on this team and his talent level and all that stuff, but like his mentality has just kind of sucked this year, which like is indisputable, and I can't even like refute that. Even though I'm like, again, I still believe in him as a player on this team. Yeah, Taj and pick and roll switching against Trey fucking yet. Taj Gibson got sent back to Moses. Taj Gibson got sent back to fucking Moses.
Every time I saw every time I saw him get switched, I was like, oh God, this is about to be the dagger. Like, how did Thibs watch possession after possession after possession and the same way and was like, yep, keep running it, keep going, keep doing it.
Tosh, stop falling.
Like, this is
fight back.
Insanity.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Seriously, just loses the respect to that. Like,
he's still in a Joe Judge.
Brax, they were like, yo, Joe Judge coming back. Yeah, and he's like, no, I don't. Nuh-uh, I don't want to come back. Nope, you got to fire me. Nope, they gonna sing my name in the streets if you don't fire me. He want Johnny Bryant. He's trying to push the next generation forward. Respect to Johnny Bryant, but I really do not understand the late game planning of this team. I don't understand what the plan.
And don't even get me started on the Alec Burks isolation possessions to end this game. Like I understand Alec Burks had a good game for his standards, especially what he's been doing as of late, where he's been pretty bad. But like, you don't have to ride the guy the whole way to the point where like he's not an isolation. Like he's not a guy you're scheming isolation possessions for at the end of the games consistently. Like if you catch the defense sleeping or something, like sure, fine, do it. But like consistently running ISO after ISO, he's not that type of scorer where he's gonna be able to like score against defenses that are like zoned in on him like that. Like he's just not that guy.
Apparently to Tom Thibodeau, he is that guy. So we got to like respect that. Yes. I don't know. This OB second season, and we still don't know how effective he can be in the short roll. What are we doing? Trading him. That shit, like, dude, it's gonna be 2 years of this shit, and Tom Thibodeau's coming back next year. You cannot tell me he can do this team this year.
Every time I hear that statement, Tom Thibodeau's coming back next year, my head just like throbs,
bro.
Agony.
I don't get it. Like, why? Why did he not run small ball? Like,
it's like ever since
the court.
It's funny because ever since that report came out of him coming back next year, it's like he's been doing stuff to purposely get himself fired. Like I don't want to be back.
He's being like, toxic. He's just like, yeah, you can't get rid of me. Yeah. I'm doing the beat it up dance. I'm fucking sideline while I'm playing Deuce 3 minutes in a fucking short situation where you have like no players. Like, what the fuck?
Deuce couldn't get run as a primary point guard defender against Trae Young on a primetime game where we are shorthanded.
Deuce played 8 minutes, and he was like, yeah, you got it. Josh Gibson played 20. Josh Gibson played as much as Jericho Sims and Miles McBride combined.
And if you are watching the stream, you probably saw the tweet by Berman, who is obviously stirring shit, but like it was like still annoying to see that tweet because it was like, all right, man, like you're just being shameless at this point, and it's not even cute funny anymore, or like the way it was before. So I'm gonna read Berman's tweet for those who didn't get to see it. Knicks got absolutely nothing from RJ Barrett down the stretch during late collapse versus Hawks 117-111, but he did roar down lane unguarded for a last second dunk. These are the games that the Knicks brass must evaluate when deciding on this RJ Barrett contract extension in October.
That's shameless.
175 quote tweets and
Oh my
counting.
god, that is absolutely shameless. That's a hater. That's hating. Like, goddamn, I
He
know I've been critical, but that's hating.
he has to stick up for his guy Thibs. That's his inside source in the team. You know, that's where he gets all the leaks from. He has to.
Goddamn.
He can't bury Thibs for playing Taj Gibson 15 straight minutes. He can't do that. He has to bury RJ Barrett, the guy who was like the only reason why we were in this game to begin with.
Oh my god, that's nasty.
It's absolutely gross. Like
That's like DeRozan in fucking April. That's nasty. You can't do that shit. I have to sneak us some DeRozan slander. We'll talk about that in a little bit if you can.
But yeah, I mean, like, how can you look at that game and be like, RJ Barrett was the reason they lost? Like, first of all, the reason why he couldn't do anything in the fourth quarter was because Taj Gibson and Mitchell Robinson are both standing in the dunker spots on so many possessions. Like, they are clogging up the lane, and RJ Barrett can't do anything. So, like, I just don't understand. Like, Berman's an idiot. I mean, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to not expect from him at this point, but like,
we needed those offensive rebounds, bro. Don't you understand?
dude's a clown. We got Kurt. Deuce played well in his 30 seconds. I'm asleep like a baby.
Yeah, he played good. He played good, like good defense.
Hit a three.
Yeah, hit a three in 8 minutes. He hit a three, but they'll tell you that he's been bad on offense. Like he gets 3 shots a game. I'm sorry,
barely at that. As Ozzy Mozzie with does Taj have children? He definitely needs to be a family man. I think he does.
Yeah, he just had a baby like the beginning of the year.
Taj, go spend some time with the kid, man.
We could like make him a coach. He could work out. We could schedule hours around his fatherhood. I don't know what we doing here. Taj give tips 40 years only for tips to send the ball like that. For real. Like, damn, bro.
Dude sent him out on a Trae Young dagger. That is
Trae Young crossed that man up and sent him into retirement. That's filthy.
Oh man.
Yeah, just keep him coming. I got shit. He had IQ off the ball when Brooks dribbled the ball like the black dude from the office. He's seeing the burning. Yeah, Thibodeau's going to a deep part of hell. A deep part of hell. Because there is no way you can justify this shit. Matter of fact, I want to see the quote that comes out from the fucking interview. And I want to see how he justifies this shit.
I can't wait for the Athletic article at the end of the year that like details all the BS that's been going on in this team this year. Like, I just can't wait for that because like it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be like Dibs was over there slamming the desk in team meetings about running possessions for Alec Burks and Alec Burks only. Like, that's gonna be the type of shit we're gonna see in that article.
I need Fred Katz on his messiest shit in the making. I need Fred Katz to do us all a favor and like leak the shit. Don't give a fuck about your access, bro. Just we need the details. Cause I gotta understand how Thibodeau is allowed to be a terrorist to this degree. How could some Knicks protect the defensives when
Knicks fans, I think he means. So how can some Knicks fans protect and defend Thibs when we've seen the crap we've seen? I mean, yeah, I mean those type of fans. I don't know what kind of fan you are at this point in the season where you consistently see a coach sabotage games every night by like we saw it in the Jazz game where he brought in Evan and Julius when they didn't really have it. Evan had it more than Julius, but like still, I mean, we had a good thing going with IQ and Obi. Took those dudes out. We only score 4 points for the rest of the game. Tonight, he rides Taj Gibson into the sunset to where Taj Gibson gets his ankles cracked, and that's probably the last we see of Taj for the rest of the year, honestly. Because you know they're going to bring Julius back next game after seeing this. They're like, oh, we lost without Julius. Let's bring him back. And Taj, you'll never come back. Enjoy retirement. Thanks for the 15 straight minutes tonight.
Saying that out loud hurts me. Taj Gibson, 37 years old in 2022, played 15 straight minutes to close the game. What are we doing?
They saying you can't even hate like Berman does.
I was like, yeah, I don't know. If like RJ Barrett's finishing is kind of whack. Like I don't really see the star upside, and he shut me up. And I'm like, all right, cool.
And
But like,
Berman's like, yo, like Berman's like,
yeah,
this
but
is the
Berman's
reason why
like,
he lost tonight.
yeah, like he asked, bro. Look at this nigga. Look at this dude, bro. Look at him. He can't even finish. Like 36% from the field. You can't shoot threes. You can't hit fucking free throws. Berman coming for next, bro.
Man.
Gotta censor myself. It's a pod. Oh shit. Oh my god.
Oh man. Brent said, Sean said it best. This is a war criminal. I mean,
That'll cover it. No, war criminal's too light. War criminal's too light. He a terrorist. He is a fucking dictator. He is a what word describes like pure anarchy? He's a masochist. Like he's a bad person. Tom Thibodeau's a bad person.
Oh man.
He's a criminal. Like a war criminal, don't cover it. Like
yeah, war criminal's kind of too light at this point. Like, cause like Fizdale is a war criminal, but like,
you know, Tibbs broke Macri.
You know how bad you got to be at your job for a former lawyer to stop defending you.
Yeah, Macri off the train. Macri kind of done.
Yeah, Tibbs is cooked, man. Like I don't know, man.
He gonna come back next year too.
Bro, how can they watch? Something has to change in these last couple of games where they're just like, yo, we cannot bring him back because like
we gotta lose to like who we got? We gotta lose to the Wizards. We gotta lose to the Wizards by like 50. I need to get embarrassed. I need somebody to take one for the team and embarrass us. Like, who could we lose to that were like straight up get him fired? All right, we got the Magic again. We got the Magic. We got the Wizards. And we got the Pistons.
We need a Gary Harris masterclass.
I need us to lose. I want to lose by 50. I want to lose by 50. Embarrass us. If we lose by 50 to the Magic, it'd be the best loss we've had in years. It'd be the best loss we've had since the fucking Patrick Ewing.
We need the rare double from Wendell Carter Jr. and Mo Bamba. The double.
Bro, I need Wendell Carter Jr. to drop 60.
Yo.
I need him to be putting up Sadiq Bey numbers. Fuck it. I need Sadiq Bey to drop 50 again. I need somebody to embarrass us. Because at this point, if we don't hear, we must feel. Where's about Pops? Like if we don't hear, we must feel. We are spoiling the rod, and we cannot spare the child no longer. Somebody needs to give us some licks. Because Tom Thibodeau is gonna keep doing this shit until he stops.
Bro, like I don't get like, bro, like I was legit about to come onto the pod with like a positive attitude because like the game
I thought we was gonna win.
First, I thought we was gonna win, first of all, and then I realized that like most of like like the game was going pretty well for the most part, and then like it was like hell no, what?
You niggas are having fun.
You having fun?
I'll watch.
You forgot what this was?
Nah, it's my team. Oh my. Bro, like Quickly was playing well too. I was like, I bet Quickly going. Like Quickly had a good game too. He was showing the boomers. I had my fucking bucket hat to the side. I was gonna put that shit on. I was legit from Florida, but fuck it.
Yeah, Grimes, what you call it? Grimes played great defense tonight. It was just like, I don't know.
Like, you can't tell me shit. Like, I was about to start making fun of dudes. Had my mask on like I was at state in the fucking hospital. Like, I was ready to fucking come at niggas. And I can't even do that because Tom Thibodeau ruined my joy.
What you call it? Hawkeye 420 says they filming Side Talk right now outside of MSG. They always.
That could be a good one. That could be a good one though. I ain't gonna care. That could be a good
one. Jordan Bub asked us, do you think front office will fire Thibs if Knicks lose 8 out of the 11 games in the season?
I hope so.
I'd hope so because
I hope so.
Because like no, it's like I said, like since that report came out that Thibs was like basically safe for next year, he's been like actively like losing. He's actively been losing games on purpose, basically. Like
he want to get fired.
It's like he wants to get fired. And it's like, okay, he wants to get fired, then like why don't the front office just grant his wish and do that as soon as the season is over? We will see by season's end. We'll definitely be on here live to react to when he gets fired and throw a little party on here as well. Until we see who the next coach is and see what hell we're brought through at that point. But only time will tell if the front office will fire him. Brent, we gotta support black families. Get this white man out of power. Dibs ain't been through no oppression. That's why he's so secure in his position.
Amen.
I mean, hey,
Amen.
Dibs has always gotten a job, so
Amen. I can't do this anymore, man. I can't. Like last year, okay, it made sense we were winning. This year, it's just like madness. It's just like he's a bottom 3 coach. He went from like arguably top 5 to like undisputably bottom 3, and it's just like, what are we doing? What is the plan here?
There is none. That's the thing, and that's why it's so annoying.
And like, if there's no plan here, I get schedule. Sorry, go ahead.
No, because like we aren't learning anything about like most of our young guys. Like, okay, we learned about like Quickly and RJ, but like we kind of already knew what we had in those guys. I mean, Quickly's getting more reps, he's getting to the paint more, all that good stuff. But like guys like Obi, Grimes, Deuce, can we figure out what else we have more in them? Like, it's illegal to find out what we have in our young players at this point.
I don't understand the process.
The process was good early on in this game too. That's the funny thing.
Did this game break Jeff? Yeah.
Nah,
yeah, he was like, I can't do it anymore. He threw his hat and he was just like, goodbye.
Nah. Let's have the viewers think that. But Jeff had I think he had some family come over, so that's the reason he's kind of occupied right now. So he'll be back after not the next game, but the game after that. So
I need Thibodeau occupied with the family in like Greenwich, Connecticut, far away from the Knicks, because I can't do this shit no more.
Brent said Jeff writing the post-game article on a padded cell right now. Thibs broken.
Yeah, we all need therapy. We all need therapy after this season.
Oh man. Nah, but yeah, I mean, it's like I don't know. Should we go see how Twitter's reacting to this loss? Cause
shit, like at this point, because like I got shit else to say here, and I
will take blame for RJ missing threes today. Every time I bet on him to make threes, he always bricks them, and then every time I don't bet on him, he turns into Steve Novak. So I do take blame for RJ's. Oh my god! I just saw a message.
Wait.
I can't even.
Wait. All right. Wait, what's up?
No, I just saw a message that just cracked me up. OD.
Oh my fuck. Yeah, this is us like we have lost our sanity at this point. You gotta laugh to stop from crying.
Oh man, yo, that. Nah. Oh, let me get back to these comments. So, other coach who will be fired alongside Dibs for me is Doc Rivers. I mean, if the Sixers go out sad in the playoffs, which I wholeheartedly assume they will, I definitely could see Doc Rivers getting fired.
People pick up Doc Rivers, and the cycle of hell will never end.
Don't you speak that upon us.
Former Knicks Doc Rivers coming back to the team.
Yo.
Because we don't deserve nothing good. You know that shit happening too. You know it's gonna happen.
Hell no.
They were like Johnny Bryant. Top limit. Wait, let's see. So when asked if having Taj Gibson in for Obi Toppin throughout the fourth was for defensive purposes, Tom Thibodeau concurred and cited defensive rotations in his answer. He also said NYK wanted to do more switching against ATL in fourth and cited rim paint protection. You wanted to do more switching, you brought in Taj Gibson.
That is like insane to me. Like this is like there's no way this guy is like legitimately being serious in this.
Over Grimes. Over Deuce. You brought in Todd Gibson. And you can't even say rim protection because Mitch was on the floor.
Like, yo, this is like, oh man.
So you wanted to play two bigs in the paint with no spacing for rim protection, defensive purposes, and switching when the wings on their team who can shoot and give you that, he has worms in his brain. That's the only point I got.
His skull is hollow. It's hollow.
It's like that. It's like the fucking beam of Garfield dancing in like 240p.
Let me see. Where do we? Someone says where. Virgil X says, where do we go from here?
Therapy. Therapy. Or prison. One of the two.
Oh man, I just keep looking back at this message that I saw because like I just gotta. This is the only thing that's gonna like keep me from like losing my sanity tonight. It's like
on Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter. I just get from a message in a group chat. Like they said, what if we fired Thibs and he just like.
Oh
man. Oh man, people are funny, man. People are funny. Brent says, don't make me root against a black man. I can't support Doc at all. Get him and his Etch-a-Sketch hairline out of the NBA. I mean,
hey, the Etch-a-Sketch hairline's coming back. Look at Chris Paul. Look at LeBron James. That's an Etch-a-Sketch fucking head. Respect Etch-a-Sketches. Black men have hair too.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what we're doing at this point, man. Like at this point, I'm just like laughing and stuff.
I'm so confused with this regime though, because like, okay, it seems like most of them are focused on the youth of this team, and yet I don't know, man.
Like they have to, like there has to be some sort of plan. Like I know, like you cannot bring him back next year. You can't. Because like if he coaches like this again, you're just going to fire him regardless. And now you just wasted 30 games. Like unless Johnny Bryant is going to be the coach full stop no matter what. And even still, like I would still just fire him just to let Johnny Bryant do his thing. You can't bring him back next year. Like the team looks lethargic, stagnant. The offense is bad. The defense is like, okay, it's not elite anymore, and they finally like rebounded, but like at the same time, it's just he's not using players the way they should be used, and for some reason, he still gets to keep his job. I don't understand it at all.
I don't know what else to say, man. Like every loss is the same but different.
Yeah.
Because like it's all because of coaching, but like it's a different coaching mistake every single game. Like last game, it was bringing back Evan and Julius when like we clearly had something going well with IQ and OB. This game, it's riding Alec Burks and Taj Gibson into the sunset on a night where like RJ has it going, killing it in the paint, and IQ is having it going as well. And it's just like, and Obi was playing with lots of energy as well. But hey, gotta have Taj out there for switchability purposes. Like,
I heard the word switchability again. I'm gonna go punt somebody in the skull. I can't do this no more. I can't. Tom Thibodeau took the joy out of Knicks basketball. David Fizdale couldn't even do that shit. I'm starting to see what you mean now. At least David Fizdale was like, he bad, but like I still enjoy watching this team. I don't enjoy watching this team right now.
I told you, man. You called me a madman, man. Tibbs is like, this is not joyful basketball. Like with Fizdale, we got the Marcus Morris moment, man. We got the Marcus Morris against Dallas moment. Like
we were fucking bad, but we expected to be bad. So like you're just like
exactly. Expectations were way down.
Like I expect to be like mediocre.
It's supposed to be like with Tibbs, we're at least supposed to be like fighting for like 8-9 range at the very least. 8-9 range. We are 12th in the conference, and it's just like,
yeah. I just I cannot believe this is what we have been introduced to.
Jordan says, "Have we ever seen a drop off from Coach of the Year to hack scrub this fast in before in NBA history?"
Dwayne Casey.
I mean, Dwayne Casey's like, I don't know if he's a hack or a scrub, but like he's just like coaching a young, inexperienced, bad team. So it's just like they do get up from for them Raptors games, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they know they understand. Let's see. I mean, like George Carl, maybe. Scott Brooks, maybe. Mike Brown.
Mike Brown's still a pretty good assistant, and he still gets like offers to be a head coach and stuff like that. And he had them Nigeria boys working this in the Olympics this offseason, or the Olympic qualifiers at least.
And Gabe Vincent winning up our country. I had never been less proud to be American in that moment when Gabe Vincent was giving us buckets. And he was using his fucking real name. He wasn't even using Gabe Vincent. He was using like Nick Dorcor or some shit like that. I don't. Yeah, I ain't got shit else to say, man. I'm just broken. And we gonna do this shit tomorrow?
Bro, oh my god, yo.
We gotta do this shit so.
Who's killing us tomorrow? It's gonna be Mason Plumlee or something. Like
Terry Rozier gonna give us 50. I'm betting on Terry Rozier. I'm taking all the overs with Terry Rozier. Because I know he got something for us. Like, LaMelo gonna suck, but Rozier? He got something. Miles Bridges might have like 30 again.
he always somehow manages to kill us. And like if it's like oh man, if they bust out that zone they like to do against us too.
Oh, that zone gonna have us in stitches. We gonna suck against that zone, man. Oh. We'll be back tomorrow. The Run.zone. Oh, God.
Front office got Thibs the upgrades needed, free agents, improved players, rookies, all that good stuff. Yep. And then Gibson and Burks. I mean,
Yep. Dang. So lucky guys tomorrow. We got the Hornets, who last I checked, I think they beat the Hawks. Or there was some team they beat.
was it the Mavericks?
No, wait. When did they play? Was it Saturday? Yeah. They beat the Mavericks. They blew up the Mavericks by 21.
Yeah, I remember it only because it messed up a couple plays I had that day.
Yeah, like Doncic had 37, and it didn't matter. He was a team.
Yeah, because the rest of the team couldn't do squat, which happens to be the case some nights for the Mavericks, but other nights they're a weird team. They're a weird team in this league.
Like the only saving grace is that Gordon Hayward isn't here, and like when Gordon Hayward plays, the Hornets are like somehow unbeatable when he does play. Like, but I don't know, man. Like, PJ Washington gonna give us buckets. Miles Bridges gonna give us buckets and rap on our grave. LaMelo. What do I even say, dude? Like, we go get fucking Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas and Montrezl Harrell will put us in the fucking graveyard. You just give me an RJ 30 piece and send us to the lottery. At this point, I'm like RJ, Mitch, like young kids, get your games off, and like Fournier break the 3-point record, and let's just go home.
Jordan asks us in the comments. I won't put it up, but when is the Sweet 16 and Elite 8? That is this Thursday and Friday, and Saturday and Sunday. So basically, starting Thursday is the Sweet 16, and then the weekend is the Elite 8. Finally, some good basketball on TV to watch. Don't have to be. I mean, I'll be subjected to watching Knicks games because got to do the post game, but there will be other basketball on my other screens that I will be enjoying.
We will be watching Purdue very closely, and that's it.
Virgil X says, "Okay, serious question: is Fournier performing better because of Thibs, or Fournier would have been same regardless of coach?" I think maybe a coach probably would have got him into a more optimized role and probably would have maybe even had him coming off the bench because, like, I don't know what's the obsession with him having to start. I mean, when you look at someone like Bogdanovich, who kind of not a similar play style, but like a
No,
similar
similar.
type of
I would say,
archetype,
I would say
huh?
I would say like fairly similar.
Yeah, but like okay, yeah, similar to a degree. Um, similar to a degree, and similar contract as well, and
Yeah.
comes off the bench for the Hawks because it just fits their scheme and what they want to do better. But Dibs just has to play the guy who gets paid the highest, the most, or whatever.
Yeah. Like if Nate McMillan can bench Bogdanovich, I feel like you can bench Evan Fournier. But like, I guess the idea was like, oh well, I guess we don't have creation in the lineup, like self creation, because RJ like is not there yet with the pull up shooting, and like Fournier is. But at the same time, I don't think it matters that much. I think of a bench unit, and I'm like, the bench unit would probably be better with Fournier because like they struggle to score, and the starting unit would be better with Grimes at the point of attack for defense. But I'm not the coach, so what the fuck do I know?
None of us is a coach, but we could all coach a better floor game than Thibs. It's remarkable that Thibs is getting outclassed by just like guys on Twitter who make jokes about like high school stuff.
The lunchroom from fucking high school can coach better than Tibbs right now.
Of course. Anyone could notice when a guy doesn't have it going or when they're getting exposed on defense like Taj was tonight. And I don't know. Coach that won coach of the year 2 times, has coached has coached an MVP candidate and still can't recognize this type of stuff. It's
At this
remarkable.
point, I just want San Antonio and Portland to keep winning so we can get like to like the 7th spot, and I'll be happy. Like that's all I have to root for. This team fucking blows that I don't want to watch them anymore.
Oh yeah. I'm seeing the Begley quote about why Taj Gibson was in for Obi Toppin. It is not going over well with the fans. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. I mean, man, I wish I was a reporter. I would ask all the nasty hard questions. They would not give me access to the team anymore, and I would make it worth it. I would ask all the nasty questions in one sitting, and then they kick me out for the rest of the season. Whatever. I got what I wanted. That's why you can't have me like as a reporter.
I would
I'll
tell
get
him
in,
about himself.
I'll get into the nitty gritty, man.
Are
I'll
you
get
gonna
into
do
the
him?
nitty gritty.
You gonna do him like that one did to Bush? You gonna throw your shoes at him?
He deserves it at this point, man. He deserves it. All that stuff from last year is gone, man. It's not real. It's gone. It's done. It's over.
Pandemic hoops did not exist. We do not care about the pandemic hoops anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, no need to keep piling on the same stuff, making ourselves miserable or whatever. We got a game tomorrow, so you will be back tomorrow on stream after the Charlotte game. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all check out all the Strickland related stuff in the description. Thank y'all for checking. Thank y'all for all the comments, questions, reactions, all that good stuff. And we'll catch y'all tomorrow.